MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida and Marlins Park in Miami. Tonight we wrap up this three-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the Miami Marlins. The Cubs will try to wrap up the three-game series sweep, and we'll have it for you next. Sandy Alcantara starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, in this day and age where we're all into numbers and statistics, look at this whip, 1.10 or less. He has a sub 1.1. That's not an easy thing to do, especially in today's game where we see teams scoring a lot of runs. He doesn't walk very many guys, and he doesn't give up that many hits either. This is a real good pitcher and should be fun to watch pitch in this one.
And the first pitch is taken for ball one as we're underway tonight in South Florida. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
The 1-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Galloway is in pursuit. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is Big Chris Bryant. He's hitting over 350 in road games coming into this one, and it just seems like he comes ready to play. Maybe he really likes sleeping in hotels, or maybe he thrives off taking it to the home crowd. But whatever it is, it's working this year.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant. This is in the air out to straightaway center. O'Brien has to come in from the next area code to put this one away. Wow.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 44.
So bases are empty here with two gone. And into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. In there, strike one.
One thing I'm going to keep my eye on with this young starter on the mound is how he's able to stay ahead of hitters. It makes pitching at this level a lot easier. And when you're trying to establish yourself in the big leagues, you're going to have a much better time doing that if you attack hitters from the get-go.
Granderson is under it, and that's the third out. So a relatively routine start for the top of the first here. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. Cole Hamels is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the first inning.
Striding in, Martin Prado. It leads things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's the first pitch to him. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Hey, not an easy thing to do, D-Row, to get a sweep, a 3-game sweep on the road. They've won the first 2, looking to put a bow on this one here.
Yeah, to win 3 on the road, Dan, significantly difficult in today's game. You try and take care of business at home. This would be huge for this team.
2-1.
Now, 2-1.
Towards second. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Yeah, you know, I love what the Grandy man, Curtis Granderson, does for this ball club. He's the team leader in home runs, so he's having a nice year so far. It's always a good feeling when you can lead your team in a category like home runs. I'm sure he takes a lot of pride in that.
Digging in, Isaac Galloway. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Talk about challenging a guy. He offered up 2 in a row right down the chute, and the batter didn't even flinch. Gotta wonder what he was looking for.
And he got him.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
Into the box, Brian Anderson. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Comes into play here at 273. 2 home runs, 9 driven in. 1-1 the count. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Baez fields it cleanly, and the throw is right there at first. Oh, a fine off-balance play up the middle may have saved 2 runs, and the inning is over. Miami down in order, still no score. Standing in, Javier Baez. Yeah, he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Now here's the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Galloway patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And let's take a look at Curtis Granderson. He stood the test of time. Former center fielder, can play both corners as well. Known for picking them up and putting them down. This guy can go get them in the gaps.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count. Today's ball game provides the Cubbies with a chance to end the series on a very high note, of course. A win completes the sweep.
One of the toughest things to do at this level is to win on the road. With the win today, this would be a sweep of a road series.
1-1 to Schwarber. The 1-1 home. Is strike 2 swinging. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of that. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
Here's Jason Hayward now. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, O'Brien. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. In is Curtis Granderson. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
Curtis Granderson.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Ooh, I'm shocked he took that pitch right there. That ain't plus 90s right there. That's mid to low 90s fastball in the honey hole. I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger on that one.
think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
And this is swung on and missed by Granderson, and that's the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. That's popped up. Hayward coming on. He can't get there as it falls in.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
And that'll bring up Peter O'Brien. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0. And he popped him up. Hayward coming on. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
The second baseman, Rosell.
So stepping in, Rosell Herrera. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Fouled away. There's a ball low. He misses with a changeup.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Schwarber has a beat on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 left for Miami. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
0-2.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
It's funny. That pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit, and why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Scooped up on the backhand. And that's the second out.
Batting 9, the pitcher, number 35, Cole Hamels.
So here now is the pitcher, Cole Hamels. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1, 2, 3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. 3rd inning, no score to this point. Down and away, ball 1. Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count.
Great off-speed pitch right there. He was definitely sitting fastball, wanted to turn and burn. Everything went flying. This pitcher might be...
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Cubs are down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Ready now for the Marlins, Devin Marrero, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. First pitch coming. Here it is. And there's the fastball by Hamels. Good for strike 1. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Almora. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Now batting, Sandy Alcantara. A ball hit softly on a line to third. And this will be taken in by the third baseman for the second out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Martin Prado.
Now to the plate, Martin Prado. Second at bat now. He grounded out to start the home first. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Waiting on it is Almora. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Here's Ben Zobrist now. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. Zobrist with a 1-2 count now.
You know, there aren't many guys that can just spit on an 0-2 pitch like that. Maybe it fooled him. We won't ever know, but it worked out.
The 1-2 is a fastball down below the knees.
2-2.
Here now the 2-2. And oh dear, that caught him full bore on the mound as it ricochets back toward the plate. Throw gets him, so they are able to get an out on an unusual play. And hopefully the pitcher's okay. And this has to be a big concern here. This ball came back and got him right in the pitching arm, and that is something you just never want to see. You can see him trying to work this one off, and from all appearances I think they're going to let him continue, so that at least is a good sign. Here's Chris Bryant now. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Stepping into the box, Isaac Galloway. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Schwarber waits on it,
And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The batter, the third baseman, Brian Anderson.
So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring up the outfielder Brian Anderson. Ground ball foul down the left side. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Now he'll step off. In there at the knees, 0-2 now. And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
The great equalizer, the changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer that one out of the zone, and it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead of the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
Into the box now, Curtis Granderson, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Lined hard toward right center. Almora will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Miami down in order through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Welcome back to Miami as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Maddon, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Fouled off. The 0-2 delivery. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out.
The left fielder.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. First pitch on its way. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Hey, I can understand this batter's frustration right here. He's trying to be aggressive and get something going for his team. They are getting shut out in the 5th inning, but that's exactly why they're getting shut out. You need to keyhole and stay on the attack and make this pitcher come in the middle of the plate.
Behind 0-2 now. Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. Here comes another 0-2. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Two is a changeup that misses. 3-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Line toward right center. And he will make the play. 2 away now. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And now a pitch on the way. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Wow, that was an ugly swing right there, and that tells us all we need to know. Nobody's picking the baseball up off this guy.
Count still at 1-2. He'll try again. 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Galloway ranging back and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
The catcher, number 40.
Hey, D-Row, it's about time they
Wilson
finally break through. We're into the
Contreras.
5th inning, and that's just their first hit of this game.
Yeah, Danny, it's been a pitcher's delight out there, but I'm an offensive guy. I want to see some balls moved into the gap. First knock. Hopefully this is the start of many.
Stepping in now, Wilson Contreras, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Slow curveball like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 2.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
0-2. Here it is. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
Hey, great job of holding up right there. Little 2-out lightning might ensue by 1 check swing holding up.
From the stretch, the 1-2. Hot shot on the ground is short. Marrero fields it cleanly. So they do get their first hit, but their first run will have to wait as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back to South Florida following this. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production, and he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Now a hard liner, but this will be a foul ball. Here's another 2-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not
Number
messing
45.
around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
First offering on its way. Good way to start it on the outside corner for strike 1.
Hey, that's another nice 2-seamer right there. He's been able to manipulate that pitch all game, keeping it at the hollow of the knee, getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of swing and miss.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Hard hit to first. Rizzo is there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Rosters.
Striding into the box, Rosell Herrera. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And they start him out away with a called strike.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. Hit hard back up the middle. It's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Well, that's only the second hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
And that'll bring up Devin Marrero. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Hard hit ball to short, and that's through for a hit.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
In now, Sandy Alcantara. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Marlins strand a pair. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip.